Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Okay, maikli lang po ulit ang episode natin ngayon, ha. I just want to get your inputs and comments dito sa issue na ating pag-uusapan. Alam niyo, whenever I hear announcements about mga bagong PR pathway, yan, permanent residency pathways, bubuksan ng Canada, regardless pa kung anong profession yan, lagi kong tinitingnan yung positive side to it. Ibig ko sabihin, pag pinag-uusapan ko po yan dito sa vlog, I'm sure napansin ninyo, my tone is always about, it being or presenting more opportunities for immigrants. Diba? Oy, more opportunities for more people to stay here permanently and enjoy the benefits offered by this country. Diba? Ganun ko lagi yan na tinitignan. But I wanted to do this episode to show you the different perspective na nakita ko dito sa isang PR pathway na recently natin pinag-usapan. I am referring to, I think 2 episodes ago lang, itong PR pathway na in-announce para sa mga undocumented construction workers na nandito na sa Canada. Okay, ang sabi po ni Immigration Minister Mark Miller, inaasahan na merong mga 6,000 illegals, basically. They are illegals. Undocumented construction workers who may benefit from that program. Okay, wala pa pong detalyeng nilalabas doon, Parang nag-form pa lang po ng isang board to finalize the guidelines for it. Okay? Pero yun na nga, magkakaroon ng ganun. After I posted that episode, I read the comment section and meron pong ilang mga sentimiento doon. Kumbaga na they have their apprehensions on that program. Bakit daw ganun? Tama ba yun? Parang some of them see it na parang may mali yata. And naiintindihan ko rin yung point nila, I'm not here to disagree with them. I just wanted to share it with you guys, share this with you guys, and see if meron din kayong naiisip na ganun. Okay, we're not here to argue, ha. Again, nagigets ko rin yung punto ng mga taong to. At hindi lang po sila yung nakita kong ganyang sentimiento. As you guys know, lagi ko nababanggit na I follow many consultants, mga immigration experts on social media. I've also seen a number of them react similarly dito sa bagong PR pathway na ito. Kung baka sinasabi nila, why would you give an easy path to PR for people who are not compliant with immigration laws here in Canada? These are illegals and you are rewarding them with a PR pathway. Okay? Parang yan yung summary ng kanilang punto. O sige, pero puntahan muna natin yung nasa comment section ko. Ilan lang naman po yun, Okay. Pati tuloy ako napapaisip, Ayan. Unahin natin tong si @J Clay or JC Lay 6049. Sabi niya, how did they become undocumented? Kung skilled construction worker talaga sila, for sure legal sila dito. Not unless mga gaya-gayong construction worker lang. Because of this episode, for sure maraming TNT ang magte-take advantage ng magpeke na nasa construction sila para lang maka-PR. Maraming desperado na TNT dito ayaw umuwi dahil walang makain sa Pilipinas. Ayun na nga, Okay, una sa lahat doon po sa tanong niya na paano daw naging undocumented, I read some articles, so most of those illegal construction workers na nandito daw po, pumasok ng Canada on valid work permits, and for whatever reason, eventually hindi daw po na-extend yung mga work permits nila, so, and many of them decided to stay. Ganun yung common story na nababasa ko po. Tapos, ayun na nga. Actually, this is also one of my concerns. These people are illegal workers. Bibigyan ng PR pathway. Ano kaya yung magiging qualifications nito? Dapat may employer sila? I would assume. Dapat meron kasi for the foreign workers who are here on with legal status. Ganun ang hinihingi. Parang hirap yata i-prove noon. 'Di ba? Meron silang certificate of employment, but these people are being hired under the table. I don't know if they have contracts for that. Hindi po ba cash job yung mga yan? And likely underpaid pa. 'Di ba? Parang, I don't know. Kaya kailangan din po natin hintayin ang magiging guidelines na i-re-release pa lang, no? Parang open po kasi nag-form rather ng isang parang tripartite board to finalize guidelines on how this PR pathway will happen. Pero so yun yung point niya, no? Sabi niya baka ma-take advantage ng ilang TNT, magpeke na nasa construction sila. Hindi rin imposible mangyari yun, ano? Alam niyo naman, ang daming mga nagsasubmit din ng fake documents dito. We'll see. Sana hindi naman, ano? So that's one concern. Ito naman pong isa. Si JC, Ella, and Ella, not a good idea. Parang pinopromote maging undocumented na lang. Tapos mag-apply dyan sa PR pathway for undocumented workers. If the government truly wants additional legal construction workers to solve housing crisis, why not extend or prolong the duration of closed work permits of construction workers like other countries do where they can work more than 2 to 3 years legally and prioritize documented construction workers to become PR? Yeah, tama naman si JCL nga naman, ano. Ito rin po ang pinupunto ng ilang RCICs na babasa ko on social media. You're sending the wrong signal daw to those who are trying their best to maintain valid status in Canada. 'Di ba? Yung iba nga, sabi pa nung isa, yung iba nga nagfe-French lessons pa, trying to boost his or her chances to be PR. And yet, you will give a PR pathway for those who violated yung permits nila before, 'di ba? By extending their stay here illegally. Bakit nga? Bakit mo hindi itap yung mga nandito na? Kung kulang man yung mga naka-legal status na construction workers, why not offer a program to train? 'Di ba? Kung naka-PGWP man yun, iti-train na lang namin kayo kung gusto nyo, tapos bibigyan namin kayo ng PR pathway basta maging construction worker kayo. Yan po yung isa sa mga proposal ng isang nabasa ko din. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Tama ba, JCL? Parang ganun din ang sinasabi ni JCL, ano? Tama din. Why not extend yung work permits to 2 to 3 years if kailangan po talaga ng construction workers in Canada. Ang sabi po kasi ng IRCC, ni Immigration Minister Mark Miller, kulang daw ang Canada ng I think more than 60,000 construction workers. And it's a critical time right now because there is a housing crisis. Kailangan po magtayo ng milyong-milyong mga bahay dito in the coming years. Okay, tingnan natin tong isa pa. Sabi ni @Super Mario, this is so wrong. They are encouraging people na mag-TNT or become illegal immigrants since pagdating ng panahon, pwede sila maging PR kahit undocumented. Why not give this PR pathway sa mga deserving, nag-invest ng time and money nila sa Canada? Ayun, di ba? Similar sentiments. So ayun, naiintindihan ko rin naman din sila, di ba? Ang madalas natin naririnig, bakit hindi mo bigyan ng ganyang pagkakataon yung mga tinatawag na lumalaban ng patas, di ba? Sabi pa nung isang nabasa ko din, sinasabi mo na dahil may shortage tayo, malaking shortage sa construction workers, at kailangan natin sila ngayon, bigyan natin ng PR pathway yung mga undocumented, give them a pat on the back for deciding to stay here illegally. Baka eventually, let's say yung mga mawawala ng status, na ang mga trabaho, sinasabing kailangan din dito sa Canada, baka hindi na talaga sila mag-uwian nun, di ba? They will just stay. Halimbawa, cooks. Sinasabi, ang cooks ngayon priority sa express entry category draws. Let's say there's a cook now whose permit is expiring soon. Baka sabihin niya, hindi, alam mo, magsistay na lang ako kasi baka magka-future ako dito, baka eventually magbukas din ng PR pathway for undocumented cooks. Mga ganun bang halimbawa? Oo, no? So, I went to Reddit. Yeah, to check also, kasi sabi ko, sure ako, meron ng discussion agad tungkol dito sa Reddit. And, of course, meron talaga. No? Mixed naman ang reaction ng mga tao dito. Ayan yung topic, ano. Canada to grant legal status for thousands of undocumented construction workers. Ang isang point naman dito, okay lang daw. Kumba, kasi nandito na tong mga taong to, hindi na aalis tong mga to. They are already working. Why not legalize them para magbayad na sila ng tax at makakontribute ng husto sa ekonomiya? Parang yun yung pinapoint out naman ng isa dito. Ito, sabi nung isa, we need construction workers and migrant workers. And I guess sinasabi niya dito, no? They are incredibly exploited. I don't see how anyone can be upset about this. These people are already here and we have a construction shortage. Sagot naman ng isa sa kanya. And then everyone should come here and overstay their visa. We will give them status because we have a shortage. Sabi naman ng isa, that's unfair to the people who play by the rules to come here. This is why Trudeau needs to go. Thousands of people are about to lose their jobs. You should be deporting illegal immigrants, not legitimizing them. Yan, ito sabi nung isa. Honestly, this may be controversial, but this is better than having people working and living in the shadows where they lack legal protection and are more likely to be subjected to exploitation. Sabi din naman nung isa. They should be deported as they are present in this country illegally. How is this even in any doubt? Yeah. So alam mo, isa rin po yun sa mga komento nung RCIC. Usually, dapat ang sanction talaga if you are an illegal is you get a removal order. Diba? That's what happens. If you violate your permit, diba? Kung hindi na na-extend yung permit mo and then you stayed, usually, you are removed from Canada and then minsan nga may ban pa yan, diba, to return here, 3-5 years. And yet now the government is saying, uy, good job, dito ka that you decided to stay illegally, no? O ngayon, bibigyan ka namin ng PR pathway. Yan yung sabi nung isang consultant na napanood ko. So, yun lang naman. I wanted to present to you that other side. What do you think about this policy? Is it a good thing? Does this send a good signal to immigrants? Diba? So, yeah. Sabi ko sa inyo, maikli lang pong episode na ito. So, as always, I look forward to seeing your comments down there sa baba. I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!